I mean, at the end of the day, bro, it's really just action. So why don't we just go ahead and get right into it? Welcome to the Just Action Podcast, where all we do is take action. I am the one, the only AJ Holiday, also known as Ya Boy, also known as Holiday Season, and I know that you're here for a reason, so let's not waste your time. Pillar 3. Boy, we moving fast. Pillar 3, we already there. We went through 1, went through 2, now we at 3. Pillar 3, radical self-honesty. A tough one, because to be honest with you, it's not the one that everybody wants to listen to, not the one that everybody wants to hear. But if you find a way to get through and be honest with yourself, the truth shall set you free. You know what I'm trying to say, okay? For those that are new here, you want to know how we structure this podcast, how we run this program. Very strict, okay? It's a strict program we go by. Let me lay down the foundation. We start with the what. In this instance, for Pillar 3, that's the what. Radical self-honesty. What is it about radical self-honesty that you need to know? What is it that is going to change your paradigm for you to say, after this podcast, I should be able to take some steps to be radically self-honest with myself? That's the first phase, the what. You want to get there. Phase 2 is the why. Now that you understand what we're talking about, you have to know why we're talking about it. AJ, why are we talking about radical self-honesty? Why do I have to be honest with myself? What's in it for me? Don't worry. I'm going to tell you in phase 2, the why. And finally, the how. Yeah, I know what radical self-honesty is, AJ. Yeah, I know why it's important and why I should do it. But, brother, I don't know how. I don't know how to implement being radically self-honest with myself, getting to the nits and the bits and the nitty and gritties. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how. Safe to say we got you covered. You're going to have to stay a little bit longer to get there, but you'll get there. That is on phase 3. So now you know we're going through the what, the why, and the how. Now that you know, let's start the show. Radical self-honesty. What is it? Self-coined definition is the ability to get to the root of the problem, understanding that the truth shall set you free. I'm going to mess that up the whole time. The truth shall set you free. Once you're able to understand that you have to be honest with yourself, if you're trying to get to any type of level of success that is beyond just average, if you're trying to become above average, if you're trying to become exceptional, if you're trying to become elite, you're trying to become the standard, you have to, by all means, be radically self-honest with yourself. Because guess what? Nobody else is going to do it for you. You start getting to a point where you getting real sweet, it's going to go one of two ways. Everybody going to talk about the bad things you're doing, or everybody's going to talk about all the good things you're doing. There is no in between of telling you the truth, the real of it. They're either going to have all the negative things to say. They're going to have all the positive things to say. A bunch of yes men and no men. A bunch of yes women and no women. That's how the game going to go. The only person that's going to be able to understand the truth, understand the day in, the day out, is you. You the one that's waking up and doing all the work. You the one that's waking up and knowing what the schedule looks like. And are you abiding by that? You know when you're tired and when you're not. You know when you can give it a little extra effort. The only person that truly knows what's going on in the life that you are trying to create is you. So if you're not honest with yourself, if you're not able to look at yourself in the mirror and say, hey, these are where my faults at, or even better, hey, these are where my strengths lie, and this is what I should really be tapping into. If you're not able to do that with yourself, who will? You get what I'm saying? Who's going to be the one to tell you, hey, big dog, you all right here. You know, some things you could really improve on. But if you really tapped into this right here, if you really started doing this thing right here, the game's over. Outside of probably somebody that you're going to have to pay, right? A mentor. Somebody, if you paying somebody, of course they're gonna really get to the nitty and gritty of it and really help you out. But there's gonna be times, especially at the beginning, you just don't have the funds for that. You just don't have the means to say, you know what? I can give out mentorship money. I can seek out counseling and guidance with funds. Not everybody got it like that. So if you're able to be so honest with yourself, I mean, to the point where it hurts, not even know like just a little bit, just, I mean, really get to it of saying like, hey, you know, you should be waking up early. You know, all the principles, the underlying principles that bring success, that bring a valuable life, that bring the things that you say you want. You know what you have to be doing. So you got to just figure out a way to be honest with yourself, to figure out, to understand how to get it done. We'll get there. We'll get there. Phase three. Now you got the what? You got a little bit of understanding, got a little bit of logic behind it. I know what radical self-honesty is now, or I could give you a paraphrase sentence of what AJ said, right? Phase two, the why. Why would I want to be radically self-honest with myself, AJ? They say ignorance is bliss. I'm having a good time in life. I pay my bills. I go out when I want to, or every so often. I have a good time. And to you, I say, continue on. But the one that's saying, I want more. I don't need it. I'm grateful for what I have. I'm thankful for what I'm able to do right now, but I feel it. I feel in my heart of hearts that I'm called to do more. I want to do more. I want to have a life where I can impact others. I want to have the moment where I can help somebody outside of myself. To them, to that person, to you. This is why you have to be radically self-honest with yourself. Because you're not going to be able to get to that moment where you're able to impact others. You're not going to be able to get to the moment where you're able to help somebody in other capacities of life if you're not honest with yourself. If you're not able to say, you know what, this is where I'm falling short and this is where I'm trying to get to, how can you help somebody else? How can you help somebody else and say, you know what, hey, bro, I see you doing this right here in good faith and good conscience. You know what I'm saying? I see where you're messing up at, and this is where I want to help you get right. If you can't even do that with yourself, or if you can't get up and say, you know what, remove the ego aside for a second and say, you know what, I see with myself where my faults are. I see with myself where I should be picking up a little bit of slack. I see what's going on with me. If I can fix that, I can definitely help somebody else. Because guess what? I have the blueprint now. I'm the brand. I'm the guinea pig. I'm the one that actually sat down and said, you know what? I'm going to solve AJ's problems. And the moment I start figuring out the problems, what I do, I run back and I give the solutions. That's what just action is. That's what majority of the solutions that you see in life, somebody solved their own problem. Somebody had a problem of saying, hey, I want this hoodie. I want this hoodie that has this mustard yellow, that has a cool saying that says maybe stay goofy or something. You know? And next thing you know, they say, you know what? I haven't seen that in the market. I haven't seen somebody solve that problem. I'm going to go solve it for myself. I'm just going to go make me a hoodie. Boom. Now, guess what? People start seeing you solve the problem. They kind of like it. Hey, yo, that hoodie kind of cool, bro. Where you get that from? What it say on there? Stay goofy? And that's kind of a cool saying. I be trying to stay goofy myself, for real. If you think about it, like I'm a goofy guy. I'm a goofy girl. Then what happens? Yo, can I get how can I get that? How can I get that hoodie? I want something like that. Yo, you got one in like a green? You got one in the orange? You got one? They start asking questions because they see you solve the problem. They see you got the answer. But you was never going to get the answer if you was never honest with yourself in the first place. If you keep telling yourself these illusions and lies of, man, nah, I'm good. I ain't gotta do more than where I'm at right now. It's just gonna naturally come to me. God got me. Oh, that work I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, I see you working hard and it came. But like me, I ain't gotta work hard. It's gonna fall in my lap. I don't know what it is, but these blessings, they just keep falling in my lap. I don't even work hard for real. Then you get upset when it don't really come your way. And you're like, but what? What was supposed to happen? If you was honest with yourself, you know that faith without works is dead. You know that if you ain't putting nothing in, you can't get nothing out. Let the illusions go. Let the lower self of you, lower self-esteem, lower version of you, let them go. It served its purpose. It had a good time. You did all the things you needed to do at that level. But to be honest, to get to the next level, you can't do the same things you was doing at level 2 to get to level 3. And what got you to level 3 ain't going to get you to level 4. But you have to be honest with yourself to know that I can't keep doing the same things expecting a different result. I have to be honest and know that where I am today is not in totality going to be the same person that brings me to tomorrow. There might be some things I have to let go of. There might be some things I need to add on. We're constantly evolving. You have to find a way to evolve or die, in the sense of Ray Dalio principles. Gives a whole lesson. Check it out. Big, long book, but you could go to the lesson. It's like he has it segmented. Evolve or die. There's going to come a time where you're going to realize, as you start to progress in this thing of success or whatever you call your success, that where you are right now isn't the finished product. And that's okay. If you're being honest with yourself, that shouldn't be the finished product. Because there's so much more that you have to learn. There's so much more that you just don't understand right now. And if you were to call this the finished product, you're not going to get everything that you want and desire and dream, because the person you are doesn't do the things. So it won't have the things that you're looking for. And that's okay. It serves a purpose. You have to be comfortable with starting and saying, hey, I'm starting at 0. I'm starting at the beginning. I ain't never took a cold call in my life. But guess what? I'm okay with that, because I know this isn't the finished product. I'm under construction. And I'm okay with people seeing where I'm at today, knowing that this ain't tomorrow. It's today. I get up tomorrow, I get 1% better. Clarity through action. Principle 2. Haven't seen it? Go check it out. It's a free game. We're building on these things. You got to believe that if I'm honest with myself, this is just tying in all the principles here. If I'm honest with myself, principle 3, I'm radically self-honest. I'm radically saying, you know what? I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. I'm not going to look for the solution. I'm going to look for the problem. Because if I find the problem, I can come up with as many solutions as I can for the correct problem. Then I get clear about the action I need to take. Now I'm reverse engineering it. I found the problem. I know what I need to do now. What is the thing that gets me 1% better? What is the thing that I could do today that's going to make a difference for tomorrow? That's clarity through action. That's principle 2. And then you get to the root of it all with pillar 1. Faith in the journey. If I know what the problem is, like I've become self-aware to say, this is where I'm falling short, or this is what I need to improve on. I won't even call it falling short. It's all lessons. Not failing. You just need to improve. This is where I need to improve on. And I'm so clear on that. So self-aware. And I know that if I just do 1% better, if I just do 1%, that's all I need. I don't need some days I might get 10. Some days I might get 65. But if I could just do 1% today and compound that for the next day and the next day and the next day. If I can just string a couple of days, if I could stack some wins together, you telling me I can't have faith that I'm going to get to the solution? You telling me that I can't get to the things that I said I want? No, I got ultimate faith in it now. I believe wholeheartedly that I'm going to get there because I know what I'm going after. Sometimes when you're not honest with yourself, you're just going to start throwing stuff at the wall because you don't know what the problem is. How you going to give an accurate solution if you don't know what the problem is? Identify the problem. Understand exactly what it is you need to do. And sometimes that hurts because now you know where you're falling short. Now you know that person you thought you was, you not it. For you to think that you was him and you not them, it hurts. Come on now. Can I get a witness in here? It ain't just me. Where you finally realize, man, I thought I was doing something, but I'm not. That ego can get shattered, but you have to find a way to fight through it. You have to find a way to say, you know what? It ain't about the ego right now. It ain't about who I think I am in this moment in time. It's who am I going to become? Be, do, have. We're going to stick. I mean, that should be a principle in and of itself. Who can I become? Who is the person that I see myself to be, that I wrote down? And I say, you know what? This is the life I want. This is who I think I'm going to be. This is the things that I do. And because of the things I know I am, and I know the things that I do day in and day out, constantly over and over, just taking action. Of course, I'm going to have all the things. All that stuff comes on the back end. All that stuff is a requirement of doing and being said person, doing said things. So, you got the what? You got the why. If you made it this far, congratulations. We're about to get into the how. We're about to get into what can you do today? Not down the line, not when I feel like I got the gusto, when I feel like I can do it, start of the new year. No. What can you do today to make a difference? Remember, at the end of the day, it's just action. You're either going to win or you're going to learn. It's a lot better to learn fast. Because once you start winning, compound. And you can only take a certain amount of no's. You can't lose forever. Or you can learn a lot. You're going to learn forever. But you can't lose forever. If you take in proper steps. Okay? So how? Let me get to this. Pull that. I want to get y'all some accurate things. Get you something that I've actually wrote down. How do I be radically self-honest with myself? One, if you're a note taker, as Vernon would say, if you're a note taker, and I pray that you are, hopefully you get something out of this. Write these down. Number one, be honest with yourself. It's okay to be wrong. Number one thing with starting with radical self-honesty is you have to be okay with saying, you know what? I was wrong. You know what? I'm not good at that. You know what? That ain't even in my bag right now. Maybe I am trying to be a podcaster. Maybe I am trying to be a content creator. Maybe I am trying to be an athlete of some sort. Maybe I am trying to be a chef. But I know right now what I'm doing is wrong, and that's okay. That's okay to know that where you are right now ain't it. What you're doing right now doesn't work. It's okay. Because what we're doing is laying the foundation to start taking actionable steps to get to where we're trying to go, to be who we're trying to become. But you can't get there if you don't start with where you're at. Most people tell you, oh yeah, like, man, I should have X amount of followers, or I should have this many listeners. I've been doing the podcast. I've been doing this. I've been doing that. But does the talent match? Does what you say make sense? Are you speaking in a language that people understand to where the masses want to come and listen to you? Are you doing the marketing? Making good videos? Like, there's a lot of things that come into play with this. And sometimes we think we just sweet at everything. When if we were just humble enough to say, I'm not that good at that. You then know that, hey, any skill can be learned. Any skill that you are trying to develop, if you really want to figure it out, can be learned. But you have to put the pride aside. You have to set the ego down. Talk to him. Talk to her. Hey, listen, Big E. I know what you're trying to do. Look, we on the same page, me and you. I get it. But we not there right now. We not where we trying to be. But look, I'm going to sandwich it together. Yeah, I gave you something bad, but I'm going to sandwich it with something good. Look, this is what I know we could do. If you're willing to try. If you're willing to, say, you know what I'm saying? If you're willing to take a step out, understand that I ain't the best at this. We ain't the greatest. We can then get better. Simple. You have to be. Listen. They say don't talk to yourself. I beg to differ. If you got an inner dialogue, you better start figuring out a way. Because it's talking to you. It's messing you up. You listening to all the negative thoughts. You listening to everything that is saying bad about you. You might as well start talking some positivity. Fight back. Fight back. So, number one, want to know how to be radically self-honest with yourself? Be wrong. And be okay with being wrong. Easy as that. Number two, it is you against you. I mean, it really writes itself. Am I a rapper? I don't know. But it really writes itself. It's you against you at this point. At the end of the day, like we started at the top, it's a bunch of yes men, women, bunch of no men and women. Only person that's really going to keep it real with you, for the most part, is going to be you. If you could get on the good side of things, we all have the negative inner dialogue. We all have the one little thought on the shoulder saying, you know what, bro? You not it. I don't even know why you think you could do this. I don't even know why you think it's you. It's not you. You not him. You not her. You not that. We've all heard that from ourselves. That voice that sound like you've heard it. If you can get to the other side. What Flipper say? On who? On me. If you really start telling, Flipper going crazy. If you could really start telling yourself, yo, I'm really him. I know I know, hey, I'm honest with myself. I know I ain't there, but I know the work that I'm doing. I know what I'm doing each and every day. I know the 1%. I'm writing it down. I'm journaling it. I'm taking the steps day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year. Something got to shake. I know it. It's destined because I'm doing the work. If you can get to that other side, if you can get to the side where it starts saying, you know what? I know who I'm trying to be. And matter of fact, I ain't even trying to be it no more. I know that's me. I'm just working out the steps right now. I'm just walking it out. DJ Unk, walk it out. I gotta stay on track. That'd be the problem. I got 33 seconds. Let me click this real quick. Pause it because I know I'm about to go over. If you can find a way to, if it's you against you, don't team up with the op. Don't team up with the dude that's already rooting against you. Fight back. Be on the opposite side. Start telling something positive about yourself. See something good in yourself. Start, Atomic Habits, James Clear. Start checking off some things that you know will boost your self-esteem. If you know you want to get up in the morning, start getting up in the morning. At first, it might not feel like that's who you are, but eventually that's who you become. Next thing you know, you're waking up before the alarm. You getting up and getting to it. You're doing the things that you thought you would never do in life, because guess what? You now believe. You now have faith in the journey. You now have some clarity through some action that you've taken. And now you're honest with yourself of saying, if I continue down this path, if I just keep doing it over and over and over again, there is no doubt that that's not me, because the numbers don't lie, Chico. The numbers not lying. I'm waking up every day. I'm putting in the work. I'm doing the things I need to do. How you going to tell me I'm not supposed to be successful? Come on, man. Number 3, final one. This is like a bonus one if you really want to, because at the end of the day, it's you against you. But ain't nothing like a mastermind. Let me tell you, Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, group mastermind. It ain't nothing like it, okay? If you can get 1 to 2, and I ain't even trying to go super deep into 3, 4, because now you just letting too many people. You got to start with 1 or 2. If you could figure out 1 to 2 people who are on that same mission as you, that same drive, that's trying to get to where you're trying to get in some capacity, and y'all can lock in together, have some accountability, and really say, you know what? This is what we are trying to get to. I know our paths are a little parallel. They're not really the same. You're going to be doing your thing. I'm going to be doing my thing. But if we could figure out a way to align and do this thing together, let me tell you, that's going to take you so far, because now you know you're not in it alone. A lot of people in life think they're doing this thing alone. A lot of people in life, word to Josh Harris, think they special. Ain't nobody got this problem, man. I'm the only one going through. Bro, go talk to somebody that's really trying to get after it. Come holler at me. DM me. I'll tell you my problems. If you want to listen. I got plenty of them. But when you know somebody's going through it too, when you know somebody's trying to get it out the mud just like you, got the same situation. We both don't know what we're doing. We both trying to figure it out from the ground up. Ain't no handouts. We learning, we grinding, we studying, we putting in the work. Man, you know how effective that's going to make you, especially if they really get into it, especially if they really doing what they need to be doing, because now you don't want to be left behind. You can't be the only one that don't get to it out of the 2 out of the 3. If 2 of your homies really get into it, product of your environment, you got 1 or 2 choices. You're either going to get up and get to it, or you're going to get up and get out. Find you a couple of good folks in your life that's willing to fight the good fight with you. If you can do those 3 things, if you can have some type of mastermind, if you can understand that it's you against you at the end of the day. Yeah, you can have all the people around you want, but if you're not doing the work, what difference does it make? And if you can be humble enough, if you can have a little mercy and grace upon yourself to understand that I can be wrong sometimes, radical self-honesty will come to you. You won't even have to find it. You start applying these principles. They will find you because you are doing the things that you need to do. Success is looking for a place to land. Success is looking for a home. You the constructor. Constructor? I don't know if that's the right word. You building the home. You building the foundation. Now all you got to do is open your door and say, come on in. I've been waiting. Hey, man, I went a little longer today, but if you stayed to the end, I definitely appreciate it. If you stayed to the end, in the comment section, let's put the number 3, just because I can't think of nothing else. Just to say, hey, we all on the same accord. We got to the end. We made it. Number 3. 3's in the chat. W's in the chat. Big W's. 3 in the W. W3. 3W, 3W3. Whatever you want to do. One of them 2, both of them. I don't care. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you stayed. I appreciate you sharing a little bit of time with me. We got a schedule going on right now where we were releasing Tuesday and Friday. I'm doing a bunch of housekeeping right now. Tuesdays, Fridays. You're going to get 2 episodes a week. If you would like a visual early. The visuals will also be released Tuesday and Friday early on Patreon. If you can wait a day, visuals will be released Wednesday, Saturday. Audio will always come out Tuesday, Friday. You get an early visual, join Patreon, community, friendship, kinsmanship. Plus, get to watch a little early. Come on now. What beats that? To me, I don't know. But if not, go to YouTube Wednesdays and Saturday. Cool. I think that's all I have. It's been awesome, man. This has been a good one. I'm starting to feel a little, you know what I'm saying, rapport with you guys. Hopefully you feel the same about me. And let's get out of here because I'm just rambling now. I'll see you when I see you. And as always, it's good to see you. Good to be seen.